So I started as a mom with 3 kids under the age of 4, and I was really looking for something that I could work around my kids. I had a 4-year-old, an 18-month-old, and a 6-month-old. And I was looking for something. I got married right out of high school, and I wanted to be a mom, I wanted to be a housewife, and so I worked for an attorney for 4 years. And then after that, I stayed home for 4 years to work on our family. And I was kind of in a rut, and I was like, what can I do? And I had no idea, but a friend of mine from church was starting Mary Kay, and she was an engineer making $50,000 a year, and she was quitting that job to start Mary Kay. And I thought, wow, what in the world is she doing, and how do you do that? And I had no idea how it worked. I didn't even know about the Mary Kay product, back in 1983. And so she came over and gave me a facial, and I said, I don't want to try the product. I don't want to buy anything. I'm shy. I don't talk to people. I'm not your girl. I'll do whatever you need me to do. I'll listen, Christy, but I promise you it's not for me. And so she gave me the facial, and then I said, this doesn't look good on me. And back then you had to put the makeup on with eyeshadow, with water. You had to mix the eyeshadow with water, and it was a mess. And I said, this is just not me. And I sat down at the table, and she said, well, let me show you how we make money. And I said, okay. And we needed money. We were living off $1,200 a month with 3 babies, and I was home, and I thought, well, what if I make an extra $100 a month? I can go and buy the kids something at Walmart. It's just not like a big goal, and I don't have to be scared because I'm barely going to piddle. And so, so I listened, and then she said they make 50%. And I said, wow, y'all make 50%. I thought, wow, this sounds good. And then she said, you can be your own boss. And then she said I could have a maid. And I thought, I am tired of scrubbing and cooking and cleaning, and that could be tax deductible. So I could have somebody else come over and I could start doing Mary Kay. And then I heard, wow, I could work my own hours, and I thought, oh no, I won't know unless I try. So I sat there and I said, you know what, whenever we're done with this, I don't want to buy that skincare basic, I don't want to buy the product, I want to buy that starter kit. If I'm going to do anything, I'm going to start as a consultant, but I'm going to let you know in the morning. I have to sleep on it and pray about it. And so I could not sleep, and I just kept thinking, I wonder if I could, I wonder if I should. And the next morning I called her and I said, get over here before I chicken out. Let's order my starter kit. And really, we didn't have the money, Kathy, and so I thought, okay, I've got to find a way, make a way, and I know how to do it. I can find $100. What am I going to do? I know our grocery bill, and I know what's coming up, so I'm not going to use the grocery money. I'm going to buy my Mary Kay kit with that $100, and we're going to eat what's in the pantry, and we've got stuff in the ice box. We waste food. I'm cleaning out the ice box, I'm cleaning out the pantry, and we're cooking what we have for this week. And we're eating beans and rice, and we're eating whatever I could make with pasta. That's the best $100 I'll ever spend. Wrote that check. My kid came in. I was a nervous wreck. I thought, what have I done? Oh my gosh, I don't talk to people. I don't go anywhere. I don't know what I've done. And I had chills just thinking about it, because I was scared. And my director was in Illinois, and there was nobody in Lake Charles, Louisiana. And so I got my kit, and I started reading and studying and listening to the tapes. And I thought, well, I'm going to practice it. I'm going to try it. So I booked 5 facials, and one was my sister, one was my mom, one was my mother-in-law, one was my neighbor, and one was my friend. So I booked 5 facials, and they each said, okay, we'll get 4 to 6 people over. And I said, I need 6 because I want to do that perfect start that Mary Kay says I have to have. I need 6 people there. And then I gave them those incentives, and I was reading Mary Kay's autobiography, and I was falling in love with her. I was crying. I was like, this lady's awesome. I went to do my first class, and I was reading her book, and I wasn't even through. And I remember I told my sister, I said, it says fake it till you make it, and I don't know what that means. And my sister just laughed because she's 10 years older. She just said, oh my gosh, you're so naive. She hung up on me. I ran to go do that class, and it was my first one with Weight Watcher ladies. And I was doing that class, and I thought, oh my gosh, I have my little flashcards. Hello, welcome, my name is Vicki, and then this is the product you put on. I have my flashcard, then I got to then, okay, this is how you can buy it. And then I was loading up my car and everything, and they said, honey, what color is this lipstick? And I said, well, I looked, and the tube said Blush Rouge. And I thought, oh my gosh, I gave them Blush Rouge for lipstick. And I just said, oh, it's red. And I put it behind my back in Mary Kay's book. I just read to smile and nod. And I just said, red. And I smiled and I nodded. And those ladies bought $68 worth of red lipstick at my first skincare class. And I was so excited. I thought, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to learn to get good. And then my second one was that night. It was my big sister. And we sold $224. $300 on my first day. I thought, Lord, I'm going to get good at this. This is amazing. And then my next one was $7.50. And then my next one was like $50. And then my 5th one was like $200. By the week was up, I had $500. And I said, Lord, I'm going to learn to get good at this. I'm I'm going to take you as my business partner. And, I'm going to ask you to lead me and to guide me and help me because I can't do this on my own. I don't know who or how, but y'all, I just wanted more. I wanted to be able to say, okay, kids, y'all want that? Well, Mama's going to get it for y'all. Instead of saying, no, don't ask for that, we can't afford it. It was like, okay, I'm in Mary Kay now. I know now that if I can sell something, sales is an awesome industry to be in. So then we had $500 our first week, and then in my third month I had my red jacket, which was when you have free recruits, and then by my sixth month I had my very first Mary Kay car. And I was scared to death, I'm telling you, but I just thought, you know what, I've got to do this. I told my kids, Mama's going to win that car. Mary Kay said that, the directors were driving pink Cadillacs back then, and no consultants drove Mary Kay cars. Only directors drove Cadillacs. Like it was way far reach, and she said, I'm going to put a pilot program out. I'm going to test this. I want to test the consultants in the field. I want to offer them a car, in 4 months' time, and if they'll recruit 12 people and do a certain amount of production, I'm going to give them a car. And it came in the magazine, and my director called and said, you need to do it. And I went, oh no, I think something else we're going to have to do now. She just wouldn't let me go. I was like, okay, what now? And so I said, okay, what do I have to do? And so here we go. And I was like, I have a loaded 98 Oldsmobile, but it's used. But, that little car is brand new, and they pay the insurance on it, you mean? And they pay the note? Okay, I'm going to do it. So we went to recruit and do facials, and within 4 months, and I would take the kids, and I would go to the ice cream place, and I'd say, come on, let's go get yogurt, Dustin Thomas. Let's go get yogurt, Jared and Megan. And they go, okay, Mama. And I'd say, Mister, can we sit in that Oldsmobile Forenza? Because I'm going to win it. And they would get in that car, and I would hold the steering wheel, and the kids would be jumping all over that car. And I'd say, y'all find your place. We're going to have 3 baby car seats. Where are y'all going to sit? Mama's going to win this car. And I would smell it, and I'd go, smell the new car, kids. We're going to win this car. And then I'd go home, and I'd book, and I'd get on that phone, and I'd go meet people, and I'd get my guts going again. I'd get my nerve again. And when I'd get scared, I'd say, let's go get yogurt and sit in Mama's car. And we'd go sit in that car. And the man would say, you show it to her. I don't want to show it to her. We're not going to sell it to her. She's going to win it. Like I was wasting their time every time I came to sit in the car. And so I sat in that car, and I'd say, I'm scared. Okay, Lord, who am I going to recruit next? I just need this, and that. And I'd say, y'all, Mama's going to win this car. Where are y'all going to sit? We're going to win this car, y'all. We won the car, but not only did we earn the car, my team, there was 1,000 beauty consultants in the whole United States that earned that car, and my team was #1 in the whole nation. And I was interviewed with Mary Kay as a record breaker, Be a Star, VIP, Vicki Fuselier from Lake Charles, Louisiana. Oh my goodness, y'all. I mean, when we went to pick up that car, I was just crying. The man was saying, this is how you start it, this is the windshield wipers, and I was just doing this. I was going, I can't believe it, I love this company, I'm just doing what I love, and I get a car. And the kids got in the car, and I told my husband, I said, you drive the 98, I'm gonna drive the new car, let's have a parade down Ryan Street. So here we go down Ryan Street, Lake Charles, and we blow the horn at each other and wave. And I blow the horn at him, and the kids would be sitting in my new car. And my kids would go to the grocery store, and Dustin would say, hey mister, my mama won that car. Now let me tell you something. Who do you want to be proud of you? Do you want to do it for your kids? Is it your dad? Is it your husband? I had that in my gut, and it felt so good. And when I put that car on the nice spot, I thought, I gotta do it. The kids are telling their friends, my mom was gonna win a car. And then we went on to be a director 9 months later with 30 recruits, and then we earned the Pete Buick. And then we went on to be a Cadillac unit. By the 12th month, I picked up the Pete Cadillac. I had 3 cars in my driveway. I had 3 cars my first year. At one point, all 3 were in my driveway. They were just slow coming. They pick up the brand new. You win another one, they pick up the old one and bring you the new one. But I had 3 so fast within a year. I have a picture of those 3 cars in my driveway. Right, yes. And being interviewed with Mary Kay was pretty amazing because she's just truly a lady. I love Mary Kay. And I remember being backstage, and she had broke her leg. She fell down backstage, and she was standing on a little Sam's wholesale cart. They were pushing her around in that cart, and she had a sequins wrapped around her cast, and they took her off the Sam's wholesale little cart and walked backstage to introduce me to her, and there was curtains and fog and smoke and music and people galore out in that audience going to hear me talk. I was a nervous wreck. I mean, I'm at my first seminar. I got to go talk in front of those people. Here's Mary Kay, and they say, Mary Kay, here's our record breaker from Lake Charles, Louisiana, Vicki Fuselier. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm not the special one, she is. And I just didn't know what to say. I thought, wow, what a company. They're making me feel special when here I am being introduced to Mary Kay Ash. I sat with her for 30 minutes. She held my hand. And I thanked her for the company. I told her I loved her autobiography. I told her I love my prizes, I told her, Mary Kay, I love the little 18-wheeler truck, the replica Mary Kay Cosmetic burgundy pink 18-wheeler. That's my first Star Consultant prize, and I told the kids to pick it out, and we bought it for them, and they played with all the Mary Kay toys. I won all the Mary Kay Star Consultant toys because that was a goal for the kids. And, you know, I just thanked her, and you know what she did? She looked at me, she said, honey, she said, I'm the past. She said, you're the future. She said, go out there and make them want to do it. And she said, I'm going to be watching you. And I never forgot that. And then she just kind of kissed me on my little cheek and patted me. And then when I went out there, I thought about her, and she said, I'm going to be watching and listening to you. And that just, you know, it was just amazing. And from then on, you know, we've earned 14 pink Cadillacs and gone up to be a national sales director. And, you know, I've been in Mary Kay 29 years, and 28 years made a six-figure income. I graduated out of high school. I have no college degree. I graduated from Sulphur High. And I just think that the ingredient is discipline and wanting more and being hungry. And I was hungry and I wanted more. And, you know, Mary Kay's, now I'm the national sales director, and so it's just the sky's the limit. I don't have to work for a pink Cadillac. They give them to me for the rest of my life. I've been on trips to London, to Scotland, to Bermuda, Hawaii 3 times, New York. Greek Isle cruise is coming up. We just went to Switzerland, Austria, Budapest, Hungary. Can you imagine all this? Bermuda was my favorite. I love to be out in the sun and all that. And then next is China, Beijing. China's coming up. And all these are trips that the company pays for. And then the pink Cadillac. And I'm a national, and now I have retirement. I could retire now. I wanted to be a national because family security and my kids. Again, I am very family oriented, and so I wanted to be a national because once you're a national, you have retirement, and that's amazing. You know, to have that heritage, to have that legacy, and to pass it on, the Mary Kay legacy. So it's exciting, and you know, to start, the starter kit's $100, and in that $100 kit, look what comes. Oh my goodness, college degrees. Sent my kids to help build churches and the missionaries in Honduras. Dustin was the first one on the assembly line doing that cement, and Helm and Jereb, and you know, what do you want to do? You know, you got to set some goals. And so I was able to set goals, and oh my gosh, it's so much fun. It really is to win and, you know, to gain that confidence. And so, you know, $100 it was the best thing I ever did, getting that starter kit, because you'll never know. You know, what impresses you the most, Misty, about Mary Kay?
Just the opportunity I took there.
Opportunity. And you're a brand new beauty consultant, and already sold your first $100. Of many, many more to come.
Yes.
Just imagine, that's going to turn into 1,000 and then 10,000. Wow. So our starter kit's 100, and it's the best thing I ever did. And then the sky's the limit, so you got to dream big. And then we're believing for more. This is the year that we're gonna just believe and have more and do more, and it's just amazing. So we would love to have you join our team. And you can get your starter kit with your consultant online and order it on the Mary Kay In Touch. You simply go online now and order your kit. It'll be delivered to your doorstep in 3 to 4 days. Isn't it fun when it comes in?
It is. It's exciting.
Like Christmas?
Yes.
So, okay, girls, we're going to get you a team. And you can go and target for your car.
Yes.
And be a sales director here in Lake Charles.
Yes,
Exciting. Thank y'all for coming. I'm
Thank
so
you for
glad to
having
have
us.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everybody.